All right, hey, what's up, everyone? I just wanted to make this video real quick about web soil survey. I just kind of walk you through some of the basics and kind of where you need to go in order to find some of the things in the assignment. One of the most important things about web soil survey is that I believe it's one of the tools, like it's the tool that most students come back and go, hey, I actually used that. I believe that it's valuable for anyone in just about any discipline, mainly because you can go look at a piece of property or a piece of land and get some insight about it before you ever even show up. So, for example, I had a friend, he said, hey, man, can you check out this piece of land for me in Texas? Tell me some things about it. And I was like, yeah, if you give me, the GPS coordinates and tell me where it is, like, look at that real quick. I was able to pull some things up, tell him some things about his drainage, where he could or couldn't grow crops, some of the challenges that he might face with things like pH, drainage, again, because, texture is going to influence that, organic matter, slope, runoff, just some basic information that really helped him make a decision about where he did or didn't want to plant these crops. So, again, I believe this is a very valuable tool. All right, so we're going to go to Web Soil Survey. You'll click the green button. There, like on this page, there's a green button. Okay. And then we're going to go to address. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 290 Deck Lane. There we go. All right, so it should take you to, this is our Oakley farm. And the software is a little archaic. It's a little outdated probably. So we're going to click the hand. We're going to move our image so that we can get most of it in there. Okay. Then right here, this is the AOI, the area of interest. And we want to use this polygon. Click the polygon. Start down here in this corner, and all we're going to do is just draw the perimeter just like it looks like in your picture. So 1, 2, 3, right? Just going to keep on going all the way around. It doesn't necessarily have to be perfect. I know that it's not going to be perfect. So don't worry about that when it comes time for grading. As long as you're in the general area, I can tell that you've demonstrated the skill set. That's what this assignment is for. This is demonstration of a skill set. Okay. And then once you finally have your polygon that you want, right? I got this last one. You're just going to double click, and that's going to create the area of interest. Use this hand tool. We can get back in there. Okay. Next, we're going to go to soil map. And then this soil map is going to give you all the different soil types. And remember the soil series for all of the soils that are contained within this area of interest. Tells you how many acres. It gives you the name. This is the map unit name. I'm just going to click on this real quick to kind of show you. And so from that, you can get a lot of information. So typically for someone that was in soil sciences, that they needed to understand something about the property and the soil types that are there, this gives them a lot of that information. So things like the soil profile, is it in a floodplain? There's some information about how it's classified. Okay, go there. So this gives us some information here. Next, we're going to click on Soil Data Explorer. And then inside this, there are several tabs. The ones we're going to be focused on are suitabilities and limitations, and soil properties and qualifications or qualities. So let's say we wanted to build a house. Let's say we wanted to build a house with a basement. I clicked on building site development, dwellings with basement, view rating. View rating is how you execute. And naturally, red means you're going to have some challenges. Yellow is not that bad. Green is good. And so, one thing that I want to make sure that you understand about when you see these colors, it's not telling you that it's impossible to build a house on this red area. What it's saying is that if you want to build a house on this area with a basement, there are going to be some challenges that you need to take into consideration. And this actually won't be you, it'll be the engineer who builds the house. There are some considerations they need to take into account before they start building. And so down here, it will tell you what those problems are. So on this Ely fine sandy loam, it's going to be flooded. This Ely fine sandy loam could flood. There's a creek that runs through here. Are there houses there? Yeah, there are. All right. What about this Waynesboro loam? WAB2. WAB2, no issues here. No challenges. And then let's say something for this WAB2. It's going to be right here. The challenge is going to be slope. It's just, there's a lot of slope you're going to have to account for. So anytime you're looking for anything, when I'm asking you to fill in a blank, it is going to come from this ratings column. And the ratings could change. It's just a value. And that's all I'm asking you to go find is the value. So let's say I'm asking you to go find pH. All right, let's go to soil let's go to soil properties and qualities. Let's do erosion factors. I think I asked you to look for the K factor, whole soil. K factor, whole soil, 0 to 6. You got to make sure you specify the inches. 0 to 6 inches. Execute. View rating. Execute. Well, the colors aren't red and yellow and green. What's going on? That's because there's a difference in the rating for the K factor. It's just where the value is. Don't get caught up, and I don't understand why what the unit is, right? I'm just asking you to find the value. The unit is already in the table. Let's look at something like, I think I asked you to find the effective cation exchange capacity. 0, 6 inches. View rating, execute. The CEC is milliequivalents per 100 grams, which is different from pH, but the value is in the rating column. And so on this EA fine sandy loam, your CEC is very low. In fact, on all of these, it's very low. But notice that there's a difference, and it's just based on a rating. It's just the value, because everything else here stays the same, right? None of this stuff changes between any of these. I want to go back one more because I know there's something else to look at. I'm kind of doing this from memory. I didn't really have the document set up right in front of me. Vegetative productivity. And we are looking at yields of non-irrigated crops. Yields of non-irrigated crops. By map unit. Okay, so yields of non-irrigated crops by map unit. And then in this, you can look at the yield for several different crops. So corn is done in bushels, soybean is done in bushels. This is probably going to be done in animal units per month. And so that's why I wanted to show you this, because what that means is that the rating is going to change because there's a different unit, but it's the value that we're looking for. We already know the unit. We're just looking for the value. So we'll do tall fescue, view rating. There it is. These are the value. These are how many animal unit months we can have. And what an animal unit month is that how many animals can you graze for a 1 month period? So you can graze 8 animals per acre per month. Okay. So I think that should be enough. And then as we go through the rest of the semester, we're just going to kind of build on this. So all of the exercises and the assignments in module that, like in the next one in module 2, when we do soil health, that one you'll use web soil survey. And this is sort of leading you up to that so that you have some experience with it and can go find some things from web soil survey. All right, that should be a pretty straightforward assignment. It's just an introduction to web soil survey, just to kind of get you familiar with going through the tabs, how to find um, certain elements. And so if you want, like, you can go look at, like, I would encourage you that after you're done with this assignment, go look up your piece of property wherever your home is, put it in, type in the address, draw out your boundary, look at what's on your property. It's a really useful tool. Let's say you wanted to buy a piece of property and you were looking to build a house. Would you want to buy this piece of property? Would you want to buy land in this area if you wanted to build a house with a basement? No, you're going to run into some challenges. All right. I think that it will do it for the web soil survey introduction.